From the Horn of Africa to the Sahel, a storm is sweeping across the continent: protests, coups, civil war, and mass displacement. But behind every headline is a people's cry for justice, and a government's grip on power. In this eye-opening documentary, we explore the major political unrest unfolding across Africa, from Kenya's deadly protests, to Sudan's civil war, Ethiopia's resurging ethnic conflict, and the rise of military juntas in Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. This video dives deep into the historical roots of political instability in each country. What's causing the current wave of protests, coups, and wars? What African citizens are saying versus how their governments respond. The long-term impact on development, democracy, and peace. What must change to secure Africa's future? Whether you're a student, policymaker, African citizen, or global ally, this video helps you understand what's really happening, and why it matters to all of us. If you care about truth, justice, and the future of Africa, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and share to help amplify Africa's voice in the global conversation. Stay informed. Stay engaged. Stay hopeful. Kenya, tear gas, tension and a country divided. Kenya, a symbol of East Africa's democratic progress, is now battling deep unrest. In June 2025, protests erupted nationwide. Why? Let me give you a background story. Kenya gained independence from Britain in 1963. Since then, it's faced political rivalries, tribal divides, and election-related violence. But it also boasted one of Africa's most stable democracies, until now. What sparked the protests? Rising youth unemployment. Alleged government corruption. Cost of living crisis. Police brutality and new tax hikes. What are the people saying? We are not thugs. We are hungry. This is not about politics. This is about survival. President William Ruto blames foreign influences and claims the protests are being exploited by opposition elites. If trust isn't rebuilt, Kenya risks deepening ethnic divisions and economic stagnation, undermining decades of progress. Sudan, a nation collapsing. In Sudan, chaos reigns. A civil war between two military factions, the Sudanese Armed Forces, SAF, and Rapid Support Forces, RSF, has plunged the country into humanitarian catastrophe. A little insight to Sudan. Sudan has been plagued by coups since independence in 1956. After the 30-year rule of dictator Omar al-Bashir ended in 2019, hopes for democracy rose, only to be dashed in 2021 when the military seized power again. From 2023 to 2025, this war has displaced over 10 million people, triggered cholera outbreaks, and caused famine conditions in several regions. The people say we just want to live. We want peace. We want food. As for the government, each side claims to fight for the future of Sudan. But civilians are trapped in the crossfire. What does the future holds for Sudan? Without international mediation and accountability, Sudan could become a failed state, its people scattered, its economy shattered. Mali and the Sahel, coups and counter-terror. Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, all in Africa's Sahel region, have fallen under military rule. Since 2020, 7 coups have taken place in the region. These countries gained independence in the 1960s. They have long struggled with underdevelopment, ethnic tensions, and poor governance. As of today, we all know what is causing these collapse, and they are the jihadi insurgencies, Al-Qaeda, and ISIS affiliates. Disillusionment with elected governments. Foreign interference, including Russian Wagner Group. For the people, some support the military, out of frustration with corruption. Others fear a return to dictatorship. On the flip side, the junta governments say, "We are restoring sovereignty and fighting terrorism." The truth is that, over half of global terror deaths now occur in the Sahel. Without democratic structures, these nations risk becoming lawless war zones. Ethiopia, peace on paper, war on the ground. Ethiopia, upon a time and still known as Africa's rising star, is back on the brink of war. Ethiopia, never colonized, has a long imperial history. In recent years, ethnic federalism has fueled violence. The Tigray War ended with a peace deal in 2022. But in 2025, conflict has reignited, now involving the Amhara region and renewed Oromo resistance. What is truly causing this? Power struggles between ethnic regions. Distrust in Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. Militarization of local politics. The people are tired of war. But peace has to be just, not forced. The government frames unrest as terrorism, and vows to defend national unity. In summary, unless Ethiopia moves toward inclusive dialogue, it risks fragmentation and permanent civil war. What do you think? Political instability isn't just a national issue, it's continental. Refugees strain neighboring countries. Terrorism spreads across borders. Foreign aid dries up. Youth lose faith in democracy. If Africa doesn't secure peace, development will stall, investors will flee, and the next generation may inherit more war than opportunity. So what is the solution for Africa? 1. Accountable leadership that listens, not just commands. 2. Youth inclusion. Africa's future belongs to its majority. 3. Civil society empowerment, journalists, teachers, activists. 4. International support that uplifts, not exploits. Africa is not a continent of conflict, it's a continent of potential. Thanks for watching. If this opened your eyes, hit that like button. Want more in-depth stories about Africa? Subscribe and turn on notifications. Share this video, because the world needs to hear Africa's truth, not just its trauma. Comment below, which of these countries do you think has the best chance of recovery, and why? Let's keep the conversation going, and the hope alive. Thank you.